Most people who invested $500 a month a decade ago don't actually know how much they have right now, and the ones who do are suspiciously quiet about it. So let's actually do this properly. Let's run through exactly what happens when an ordinary person commits to putting $500 every single month into the stock market consistently for 10 years. We're going to look at the numbers year by year. Talk about what is actually happening behind the scenes. Explore what investment vehicle makes the most sense for most people doing this, and address the questions that always come up when people start thinking seriously about this for the first time. Things like what happens during a crash? Does the amount you start with matter? And what happens if you keep going past 10 years? Before we get into the numbers though, I want to make sure we are all starting from the same place. When I say the stock market, I am primarily talking about broad market index funds. Things like a total stock market index fund or an S&P 500 index fund. The reason is simple. These funds give you ownership in hundreds or even thousands of companies at the same time. They have extremely low fees compared to actively managed funds, and historically, over long periods of time, they have delivered consistent average returns. The historical average annual return of the U.S. stock market over long periods is commonly cited at around 7 to 10%, depending on the time frame you look at and whether you account for inflation. For our calculations today, I'm going to use 7% as a conservative after-inflation estimate, and I will also show you what happens at 10%, which is closer to the historical nominal average, meaning before you adjust for inflation. Both numbers are useful and give you a realistic range of what to expect. All right, let's start counting. Year 1. You contribute $500 a month for 12 months. That is $6,000 you have personally put in. With a 7% average annual return, your portfolio at the end of year 1 sits at roughly $6,190. Basically, you made about $190 from market growth. That feels underwhelming, I know. You put in $6,000 and the market handed you less than $200. At this stage, it honestly does not feel like anything special is happening, and this is exactly where a lot of people lose faith in the process. Because early on, your contributions are doing almost all the heavy lifting, and the investment returns are almost invisible. Year 2, you keep going. Another $6,000 goes in. Total contributions now $12,000. Total portfolio value somewhere around $13,000. Give or take, depending on how the market moves. You have made roughly $1,000 on top of what you put in. Still modest. Still feels like the market is barely doing anything. But here is what is silently starting to happen. That first year of contributions is now earning returns on top of its own previous returns. That is the foundational concept of compounding. It is not just that your money earns returns, it is that your returns start earning their own returns. At this stage, it is small, but you are starting to build the machine. Year 3, total contributions $18,000. Portfolio value somewhere around $20,000 to $21,000. Now something interesting has shifted. For the first time, your portfolio value is noticeably higher than what you have personally contributed. You are looking at roughly $2,000 to $3,000 generated by the market itself. That is still not dramatic, but the gap is starting to appear, and that gap is going to keep widening every single year from here forward. Let me pause here and talk about something important, because a lot of people get uncomfortable right around year 2 or year 3, and it is not because of math. It is because life happens. Maybe the market drops 15% in a month. Maybe you see your portfolio go from $20,000 down to $17,000, and you feel physically sick looking at the number. I need you to understand something about those moments, because they are not just inevitable, they are actually necessary. Market downturns during your accumulation phase are one of the best things that can happen to you as a consistent investor. Why? Because when prices drop, your $500 that month buys more shares than it would have at peak prices. You are essentially getting a discount on future gains. The people who got wiped out in market crashes historically were the people who sold when prices dropped and locked in their losses. The people who kept contributing through the fear. and kept buying shares at lower prices consistently came out significantly worse. This is not me telling you that every year will be positive. It will not be. This is me telling you that the single most important behavior in this entire 10-year journey is staying in the market and continuing to contribute even when every instinct is screaming at you to stop. That consistency is worth more than any single investment decision you will ever make. Back to the numbers. Year 5. You have now put in $30,000 of your own money. With a 7% average return, your portfolio is somewhere in the range of $35,000 to $36,000. With a 10% return scenario, you might be looking at close to $38,000. That spread between what you contributed and what your portfolio is worth is now meaningful. The market has effectively gifted you $5,000 to $8,000 on top of your own savings. You did not earn that at your job. You did not hustle for it. It showed up because you stayed consistent and let compounding do its thing. Year 7, $42,000 contributed. Portfolio value with 7% returns is somewhere around $56,000 to $58,000. At 10% returns, you might be looking at over $60,000. Stop and look at that for a second. You have contributed $42,000 and your portfolio is worth nearly $60,000. That is $14,000 to $18,000 the market generated for you. More than a full year of contributions just from investment growth. And here's the thing that makes this feel even more significant. The speed at which those investment returns are accumulating is now accelerating. Early on, your returns added a few $100s a year. By year 7, they are adding several $1,000s a year. And that number is going to keep climbing. Year 8, 9, and 10 is where the transformation really becomes visible. Your contributions are continuing at the same rate, $500 a month. Nothing changed on your end. But the base of money that is compounding underneath those contributions keeps growing. And a larger base compounding at the same rate generates larger absolute dollar returns every year. It is the same percentage working on a bigger and bigger number. That is why compound interest is described as exponential. Not because the percentage is changing, because the base is growing. So what is the final number? What do you actually end up with after 10 years of $500 per month? With a 7% average annual return, you are looking at approximately $86,000 to $88,000. You personally contributed $60,000 over those 10 years. The market contributed somewhere in the range of $26,000 to $28,000 on top of that, nearly half of an additional year of your salary in many cases, generated entirely by the mathematics of compounding. Now, run the same scenario at 10% annual returns, which is closer to the long-term historical nominal average of the US stock market. After 10 years of $500 per month, you are looking at approximately $102,000 to $105,000. You put in $60,000. You ended up with over $100,000. The market effectively doubled your money through consistent, long-term investing in broad index funds. No stock picking, no timing the market, no special strategy, just consistency and patience. Now, I want to show you something that I think is the most psychologically powerful part of this entire conversation. And it is what happens when you keep going. Because this is where the numbers stop being impressive and start becoming life-changing. If you take that $100,000 portfolio at the end of year 10 and you just keep contributing the same $500 a month for another decade, so 20 years total, with a 10% return, you're looking at approximately $380,000. Let me repeat that, $380,000 from $500 a month over 20 years. You contributed $120,000 of your own money. The market contributed $260,000 on top of that. And if you somehow find the discipline to continue for 30 years total, the number becomes almost absurd, around $1 million to $1.2 million, depending on the return rate you use, from $500 a month, starting from nothing. No inheritance, no windfall, no lottery ticket, just time, consistency, and the power of compounding doing what it does. I know what the pushback is here. You are thinking that $500 a month is not easy. For a lot of people reading this, that gap is small at first. It will feel irrelevant in year 1. It starts becoming visible in year 3 or 4. By year 7, it is real money. And by year 10, you will look at your portfolio and realize the market has contributed more to your wealth in some years than your actual contributions did. That is the moment everything changes. That is when investing stops feeling like a sacrifice and starts feeling like the most obvious thing you have ever done. The machine is simple: $500 a month, consistent contributions into a broad market index fund inside a tax-advantaged account, left alone through every market cycle, compounding quietly in the background while you live your life. Start it today. Your future self is not going to care that the market was down in month 4 or that you felt uncertain in year 2. They are going to care that you started, that you stayed, and that you let the numbers do what the numbers do when you just refuse to get in their way. Hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this, because we have a lot more ground to cover when it comes to building real wealth through straightforward, no-nonsense financial decisions that anyone can actually implement. Drop a comment below and tell me where you are in this journey. Are you just starting out? Are you a few years in? Or are you someone who has been investing consistently and wants to share what that experience has actually looked like? I read every single one of those, and the conversations in the comments on these videos are genuinely some of the most useful content on the whole channel. See you in the next one.